Hello and welcome back to my healing room. My name is Penny Alterskye. I'm a Reiki Master Teacher, a crystal healer, an angel practitioner. So I work with crystals and the angels and with each and every one of you. Recently I've been asked more and more questions about angels. How do they fit in? How many angels are there out there? Is there a special angel that you can call on? Are our departed loved ones angels? How does it all fit in? How does it all work? So today I would like to outline for you the basic angel hierarchy that exists. Now remember, if you have any questions that you want to ask of the angels, you don't need to know their names, you don't need to know where they fit in or how they fit into the bigger picture or into this whole hierarchy that exists. You just need to send out a thought and the right angel will be there for you every single time. It doesn't need to be overthought, it is really simple. But let's keep it a bit more interesting today, and I'll give you a little bit more information that you can take away with you. Again, don't get confused by the different names and the different types of angels out there. Just understand that there is an angel for every single part of creation. Whether it is the planets, whether it is the elements, whether it is the weather and patterns and systems, whether it is nature, whether it is you. There is an angel there for every single part of it. And we can work with so many different types of angels, whether it is with therapies with other people, with giving them readings, with just being positive and peaceful and loving towards others. That's already working on an angel vibration. Or could it be giving some healing to Mother Earth, who really needs it? Just send some healing thoughts, whether you are a certified healer or not. It doesn't matter. It's all about intention. And as long as you have a loving and peaceful intention to work with animals, with the earth, with others, that's already half the battle won. And that can really set you on the right foot to work with angelic energies. So let's start with the angels, and the best way to start is to compare them back to human beings. What is the main difference? Obviously there's lots of minor differences. We're not flying around and omnipresent and existing to help so many all at one moment in time. But the fundamental difference that allows them to do that type of work and not us is the ego. Human beings come forward with an ego, and you do hear it over and over and over again in spiritual development and in angelic work and in any other type of therapy that exists. We have an ego, yes we do, and that is part of being a human being. And all that means is that our body has progressed further than our soul vibration. Angels don't come with an ego. They work solely for us. They work in honesty, in truth, in love, and in peace. And all they want is what is best for us. And that is that unconditional love that they bring to the table. They're not worried about themselves. They don't let that ego step in the way, that ego that allows us to self-doubt or to limit ourselves as we do as human beings. All they do is they are full of faith. They are full of trust. And they're full of love for us, and that unconditional love, when you feel it from the angels, is just all empowering and all encompassing, and it just brings so many emotions to the surface. I am so grateful that I've felt that wonderful angelic love when I've been doing healings, and it is the most incredible thing because it does bring so much. It just makes you feel so part of this universe, and a part of everything around it, and a part of all the people, and part of the world, and a part of Mother Nature. It is really incredible and all-encompassing. And working with the angels will now enable each and every one of you to feel that energy, to feel that unconditional love when we think we cannot go any further. When we think no matter what we do, it's not good enough, we are not good enough. It will help you to remove that, to break down those barriers. It's not going to be a correct all immediate situation. It's something that you can do over time, and the more you work with them and the more trust you give out to them, the more you get back for yourself. It is the most incredible relationship that you can have in this world. So what are the levels of these magnificent angels? Right, we know now we have this incredible creator who's created all of us and all of these beautiful angels. Starting below the creator, the next level are the thrones. Okay, these are a group of angels called the thrones. Isn't that beautiful? Just sounds royal, doesn't it? The thrones are the companions of the earth. Okay, so you will have different thrones looking after different planets. For example, we have an earth angel. Did everybody know that? We have a beautiful earth angel who looks over the entire earth. And at the same time, you will have other thrones looking after the other planets. Other thrones looking after the other universes. The next group of angels are the cherubim. Now, if you think of Valentine's Day and you've got all those little cherubs flying around on all the cards and all the gifts and all the love that's out there, those little cherubs are what I always imagine cherubim to be. Those really sweet little cupids wandering around with their bows and arrows, zapping each other, zapping each of us to get us to fall in love with people. Now, the cherubim, not exactly as cute as the cherubs. They are magnificent, huge beings of light. They protect and control and hold creation through time. Magnificent beings. They are guardians of light and of the stars. Those are the cherubim. And I always think of them when I go into meditations, and I think of, imagine a pillar of white light above your head. And I always think, oh, filled with cherubim, beautiful, magical angel, magnificent angel energy. After the cherubim come the seraphim. These are the angels that are closest to God, and that's what seraphim means, closest to God. They have 6 wings each, and they glow with a fiery life. They are full of passion and of delight. Can't do that, can I? They are filled with passion and of delight. They activate and sustain the energy required for this magnificent creation that we all live in. And they regulate the movement of the heavens through orders that emanate from our Creator or our God. So that's how they work. They really regulate the movement of the heavens. Okay, that's the seraphim. Next are those wonderful angels that I talk a great deal about, the archangels, those magnificent archangels. Each archangel has a different job. There are many of them. I've highlighted 16 on a previous YouTube video, looking at, I don't want to say the top 16 because I'm not forgetting any of the others, but there were just 16 that I've highlighted with crystals and gemstones that work with each of those magnificent archangels. But there are still many, many, many more of them. They work with all the internal structures in creation, and each one has a different area that they're responsible for. Okay, and each one has a different gift that they can offer to us to help with our development wherever we feel or we are lacking. So they are there to help develop us. We can work really closely with the archangels because they are a little bit closer to us than the seraphim and the thrones and the cherubim. And if you think of those archangels, if you wanting more information, we've got Michael, who helps us with courage because he's our protector angel. And we've got the beautiful healing and empathy that comes with Raphael, just to name 2 of those magical angels. And these are the 2 that I do work very closely with. So those are our magnificent archangels. Then further down you have the angels. Okay, they're not the powerful archangels. I always think the archangels are the manager angels that have lots and lots of angels beneath them. The angels work to bring love, clarity into our life and balance. And we can call on angels again. Don't need to know their name. We can just call on any angels and just say, angels, Whoever wants to work with me, please, I'm ready and willing right now. Please, would you get my message through? And please help me and guide me. And that's working with the angel level. You can ask to communicate with any of the levels if you so wish. And once you change your energy and your vibration through your work, through meditation, through diet, through exercise, through making yourself your own inner temple, once you get that vibration and energy up, you can move up the ranks and you can start talking to higher and higher energies and higher levels. There are human beings that communicate directly with God on a God level. It is completely possible. It's just about allowing yourself to be in the right space and time so that you can have that communication. And you can have that communication now, but we don't always listen because we're not prepared or ready for that adjustment to listen directly to the voice of God, to the voice from the heavens. Right, is that where it stops? On an angel level, yes, to a degree, but there are further levels below that. Okay, so after the angels, we move on to the nature spirits. Now, how many of you have gone out chasing fairies? How many of you, and I like to put also leprechauns into that level, because they are out there, or goblins, or any of these other fabulous nature spirits that exist. And I have been so fortunate to take a picture of that beautiful green nature spirit energy. And they look exactly what you would expect from children's fairy tales. So if those authors have seen them, again, think, where did they get those from? They popped into their imagination, didn't they? Or did they see them? Because nature spirits do exist. And they are there to look after everything in nature. They oversee everything living, whether it is the grass we tread on, whether it is tree structure, whether it is animals or fish. They co-create and they nurture the physical environment around us. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that what so many of us on a healing level want to do? To work with nature, to work with animals, and to bring them all into balance. Now, from nature spirits, we move down to the ascended masters. Now, so far, looking at the ranks, I've been working with, or I've mentioned to you, all the angel rankings and their hierarchy. Now we get on to the human levels. And again, these are levels that we can still communicate with and work with on a daily basis. But we've got the ascended masters. Now, these are ostensibly people who were in a human form on this earth. But through the work that they did on this earth, they were brought back as ascended masters to continue teaching people. You may have an ascended master as guide. You may work with them and ask them to come into healing sessions or ask them to come and help you. For example, Kuan Yin, goddess of compassion. She is there for all of us to work with. She works really well with mothers and children, but she'll work with anyone. And that is Kuan Yin. We've got Buddha. We've got so many. We've got Jesus. Jesus helps us communicate and really get our thoughts out. So if we feel that we can't see, as I'm doing now, if we can't get the words out, we can ask Jesus to step forward, because of course, who else managed to get a story across so eloquently as he did? And these are all ascended masters that we can use, who were once human. Now we get on to the personal angels. So we've been through all the angels above, but there is a very, very special and personal angel that each and every one of us has. And that is our guardian angels. Now we have a guardian angel, or more than one, because you're not limited to just one. That guardian angel comes into your life and steps forward for you and you alone. They are not shared with anyone else, not even with your children. They are your guardian angels. You may have one, you may have two, you may have three. It's completely personal. And they are with you from conception all the way through to when you leave this earth. Your personal angel. Isn't that fabulous? We have the personal angel. Yes, we do. You might have one on each shoulder looking after you and looking there, and you can tune into them. You can really work well with them. You can communicate with them. You can get the messages that you need from them. They are there for you, for your development and for your life path and your life's work. So those are your guardian angels. After your guardian angels, there's another area that we can work with, and those are spirit guides. Now, all of us have spirit guides working with us, whether we realize it or not, whether we are using them to their full potential or not, whether we communicate with them or not. We all have spirit guides. And spirit guides are not with us for life. They are with us for a reason, for a teaching. And once we have learnt what we need from that guide moves on. So yes, we all have beautiful spirit guides from all different walks of life. But they are not with us for the rest of our lives as our guardian angels are. They come in, they teach us something, and once we finally said, I got it, off they go, and another one steps up to teach us the next lesson, the next learning that we need to go through. So if you think about all these beings that are just queuing up to work with us, isn't that just incredible? Doesn't that just remind you you're not alone? You've got ascended masters ready to work with you. You've got angels, you've got archangels, you've got your guardian angel, you've got your spirit guides, all ready and willing to work with you. So I really hope that this has helped you understand a little more about where everything fits in on the angel hierarchy, and that you have all these magnificent beings that you can work with at any stage. And the other point in common is all of them are there to help you progress. Each and every one of them are there to give you love, peace, and happiness. All you need to learn is to tune into them, and you can have anything that your heart desires if it is for your greater good. They are there to really help you in this life to learn the lessons that you need to learn. They are here to do it gently, and if you can really tune into them and listen, it will alleviate a lot of the directions that we lose and those wrong paths that we travel. It's all a learning curve, and it's all one that can be done in love, trust, and faith, which all starts with love, trust, and faith of yourself. So for today, I'm sending each and every one of you watching a great big hug, lots of love and lots of positive energy. Work with them, work with the angels, and come back and tell me how that has really changed your life. Love and light to you all. Goodbye.